little bit of a fiero update here. Got some goodies here. Just recently, it came in this week. It's all the motor mounts I need for the 3800 swap. Brackets, and then right there is the flywheel, the manual transmission, and a bunch of polyurethane bushings for it. I still have my solid engine mount bushings to come in yet. Waiting on those. But got this from the Fiero store. And here I even got some parts for the Chevy Shitterado. New front wheel bearings, the cheapest ones I could find from Rock Auto, which is ungodly cheap, which means they're ungodly junk. They gotta be. I mean, there's no way these things are gonna be that cheap and that good. I mean, no one around here will sell you one for under 150 bucks. I got both these for 60 bucks. So, but for a 230,000 mile truck, good enough. And here's the Fiero subframe. I burnt the bushings out. I tried the drill trick and it didn't work out quite as well as I hoped. But I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning yet. And here, talked to a local shop. This is gonna go to them, 300 bucks. They're gonna blast it and powder coat it, and that's gonna be powder coated, which is gonna be nice. And I still gotta get my hands on a powder coating gun, but there'll be some hold up on the Fiero, I think. Some stuff is coming up that's going to be of financial issues. I don't say financial issues, but kind of like the next couple of months I got to save up some money here. So it's going to put a hold on that, which sucks because I was kind of hoping it would be done in like 3 months. But yeah, I might still get the frame powder coated, or the subframe powder coated, at least get that done. But this bad boy is also in here. Might look a little different right now because it's kind of missing something. This is the diesel. Yes, every truck's got to have a sexy girl calendar in it. And the plow is off of it. This thing sucked as a plow truck. Not so much because, oh, come on. Oh, it's a two-hand operation right now. But the pump and everything wasn't, I couldn't get nothing to work. It had the nice electronic stuff, and I just kept frying joystick controllers. So eventually, I ran cables. Hang on. There we go. Eventually, I switched pumps and ran a cable setup, kind of crudely, and figured that was going to be the way I was going to plow snow. But my tractor ended up being a lot better at it than this little. Ended up being a lot better than this. Visibility's better. I mean, the four-wheel drive, I think you could push more at one time, but this truck, this brake caliper is locking up. I now have no rear brakes, don't know why. And you noticed there's a lot there and like none there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it so much, but see if I can square the camera up a little bit. That side sits a lot lower than that side. So, which makes things very difficult. I mean, when you have to have rags. That was inside the truck, by the way. Covering up rust holes that are that big. I mean, this door is... that's the rust hole you see from right there. Literally the floor is separating from the cab. And it's becoming, I mean, for a plow truck, it might be good for a little while, but I got my hands on another one. She's blue, and she's taller. A lot taller. Better body, rust-free box. Interior is probably in about the same shape, just probably the same shape, just as dirty too, I think. But that truck doesn't have an engine. This one has one hell of an engine that runs really good. I mean, I did have to change the fuel filter today to get this truck to start, but which was a pretty easy change. And once that was done, she fired right up. And for the rest of the day, it ran beautiful. It's just everything else on this truck is junk. The transmission's good, but the wiring, I mean, even just my connections are just getting bad. The wiring on this truck is just, I mean, yes, there's some additional wiring kind of added as a quick last minute fix. I mean, there's some beautiful wire jobs there that lead to absolutely nothing. I mean, here's a bunch of them that are just literally different colored wires. Kind of looks like they've just been soldered together. The only wiring I really added to the truck is right now is the stuff for the plow, which is the white wire here and that red wire. That's why it's kind of just quickly ran, because it's like, well, it's on the road days is over, so I'm not too worried about making it look pretty or anything. So I kind of just slapped some stuff together quick, because I'm like, it's just going to be a plow truck. But the tractor ends up being better. Then and then I also tried upgrading the wiring for the lights, because since day one of owning this truck, what lights have been just problematic. As of now, that's the only headlight that works, on high beam only. Low beams, completely not functional. This one, you put a bulb in it and it'll burn it out within an hour of driving. It'll be junk. And the low beams don't work. I don't even know anymore. I played around with the switch. I've done this, I've done that. It's like, if you wiggle everything just right, they work great. You hit a bump and you lose them, and then they don't come back. Same with the tack, the radio, half the dash lights. You hit a bump, they're gone. So the wiring on this truck is shot. Some more of the rat's nest of wiring, but which is a shame, because this freaking truck runs so damn good. Just everything else on it's failing. The suspension is wore out, gone. I don't know if it's still doing it now. It looks like there's a little bit of a gap between the pump stops and the springs. And that's with no weight on it. The back, same issue. When I had that flatbed on here, the suspension is just tired. Springs are shot. I always thought about getting a lift kit for the truck, like a 4-inch lift, because it would come with new springs. And I was like, oh, that'll fix the sagging spring part and replace a lot of the bushings. This one would need a new shackle, because that is getting pretty bad. But in the end, it's like it needs a cab, it needs a full electrical system, it needs a full brake overhaul, and suspension. That's 90% of your truck. So the one I'm getting has a newer suspension in it, a lift kit in it. Previous owner changed the harness, though it's a gasoline setup, because that's what was in that truck. And what else? It's got 411 gears. This truck's got 355 gears. So we were kind of discussing that a little bit. That may be a problem. It should go down any highway fine, the interstates and stuff like that. She probably won't. That might be too low of a gearing for the diesel. But we'll see. Though they don't look like it, both these tanks are brand new. Almost brand new. They're a year old, 2 years old. 2 years old, I think, now. But that's just because my exhaust ends right there with that nice diesel smoke. Yeah, the truck rolls coal. But I think that's going to be the death of this truck is just too far rotten and wore out and tired. But that engine runs real nice, so engine's going to be on another truck. Shame to do it to a good running truck, but that's all it's got going for it. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a project update here. A little lengthy video, but yeah, probably should add this to more of my videos, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that motor swap is, I'm hoping to do a bunch of filming for that. So going from no engine to a diesel. So yeah, be interesting.